What is up, guys? Taboo Tattoo episode 2. Very interesting stuff in this episode. Very interesting stuff. Better than last week's. Way better than last week's. So, I remember saying last week how. What was the process in which they would retrieve these tattoos after they've already been embedded into one's skin. We find out that the retrieval process, to get it, is quite difficult. So they would pretty much have to take your arm, because that's pretty much where they are. They're on your arm. They have to take your arm off. Which I kind of thought that was the case, but since they were going around and supposedly retrieving them, I assumed there was a different method, but no real shocker there. And then we find out that Sagi is his triggerless tattoo is very valuable, and a lot of people want it. We find out that his tattoo's trigger is blood. So here's my thing. It's called the triggerless tattoo, but she tells him the trigger is blood. Now, I wonder if after Izzy tells him this, the scene cuts to her and Tom, wherein which he says, sometimes telling the truth isn't a good idea, so she apparently lied to him about something. I wonder if the trigger, it actually being, sorry, the light just kind of cut out. It actually being, blood. It's actually the trigger, if that's true or not. I want to say maybe she said that just because it's called the triggerless tattoo. So there shouldn't be anything that triggers it. So I'm kind of confused there. We don't know what she was lying about, but we know that she does in fact have a past. She does, because Tom said something about her being humanitarian or something like that, and that, I guess, that struck a strong point, where in which we see her kind of just stop and look at her locket, where in which I'm assuming that's her brother. In that locket, is her brother. I'm assuming that's what that is. And we also find out that a coup d'etat happened, where in which the princess killed her parents, and she pretty much wants to rule, and she has these bodyguards who have tattoos, one of which is going after Sagi, and the other person is going after Izzy, the lieutenant, whose name is Bluesy Floozy, which I thought was hilarious, absolutely hilarious. That's her name. And so, what I like Izzy's character. I really like this character. She is fucking badass. And we also find out that compensation is involved. Now, when we find out that compensation is involved for these tattoos, I immediately thought of Fullmetal Alchemist. Immediately, I thought of Fullmetal Alchemist. You have to give something in order to get something. I immediately thought of Fullmetal Alchemist when she said that. And we find out that her body stopped aging when she got that tattoo. So, she doesn't age. Until that tattoo is, of course, removed, I'm assuming. But it flows through your veins, and it's pretty much embedded in you. So you can't, it fuses with you pretty much. So we find out that hers is she stops aging. She stopped aging. Now she's a high school girl pretty much. Forever. We don't know what Sagi's is right now though. But we did find out Izzy's, which is pretty cool. She transferred to his school, and you got the typical guys are jealous that they know each other. The friend with the huge tits gets fondled. Typical, anime stuff there. But then, like I say, the princess now is in control, and she wants this triggerless tattoo that Sagi has. So they pretty much, she sends someone to get him, and I'm assuming she sent the other guy to occupy Izzy, the lieutenant. I'm assuming that's why she did that, because she knows that if she was also at the house, then perhaps maybe the foe that she sent there to get Sagi wouldn't have been enough. So she sent someone to occupy Izzy at the school as well. And we kind of see this dude Behemoth Viper's abilities, where she has his whip, and he likes how Izzy looks, obviously. And she was dodging his whip for the most part, but she got like affected a little bit here and there. It has some bruises, but she didn't seem bothered. She didn't seem bothered at all. So I like this calm, cool, and collective character that she is. I really like this character, and she didn't seem bothered at all. So I'm assuming she is gonna beat this dude. I'm assuming she's going to beat him, probably, probably with ease at that, seeing that she wasn't bothered by him at all. About even the bruises that she received from that whip, she was just like, whatever, this is nothing. But the chick they sent after Segi took control of his friend Toka. Took control of her by, I'm assuming she has her tattoo, like that's what it does, but she has that umbrella that she was using as a weapon. And so that was interesting. I'm curious of how Segi's going to deal with this, because now his friend is being controlled. So we all know how this usually pans out. He doesn't want to attack her. He doesn't know what's going on. He's confused, and she probably does some damage to him. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen, and then blood's going to form, and then again, I don't know about this triggerless tattoo, because it's just triggerless tattoo. But she says the trigger is blood. I'm confused. Maybe I'm wrong and I'm interpreting this wrong, but triggerless tattoo has a trigger. That kind of defeats the purpose. But overall, another good episode. Another really good episode. I'm gonna give this one like a 9. I really enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, the triggerless tattoo. Like, what's going on there? Was she perhaps maybe lying about that to get him from? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense if she was lying about it. Why would she say blood is the trigger? She's not saying anything. Then he wouldn't have been able to use it. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think about this episode, about this, what do you think, how this series is going to go. Obviously, they're going to introduce more tattoos. We don't know how many there are, and if they're all, in fact, dangerous, or if they're all, like, good guys or not. We don't know. We know the princess is bad. We know that. We don't know about everyone else. And this triggerless tattoo, it's kind of bothering me. It's kind of bothering me. I could be wrong, but, I mean, like, let me know what you guys think, like, because I'm confused. But that's it for me. Have a good one, people.